loves, welcome to my crazy life. It's Lori and I have a haul for you. This haul is all the things I purchased when I was in Indiana at the Covered Bridge festivals, plural. So I went to Rockville first and then I went to Bridgeton and I stopped at a couple yard sales, but I just picked up one thing at the yard sale. So I'll show you that first. And then when I got in Rockville, which was the first one, and it was smaller. And then when I went to Bridgeton, what I purchased, there's a separate video of some footage. What's the matter, Dubs? Oh, Alex is over here in an IKEA bag, and Wellington is over here trying to figure out why Alex is in the IKEA bag. Some of this stuff is for crafting, and some of this stuff is for gifting. I found an insulator. These are vintage. This is from the Hemingway, patented Hemingway. I'm sorry, it's dirty. And this is Petit coal. And there's also paint on it. It's a insulator, but I need to wash it up and soak it. But what people are doing is making like snowmans and stuff. So I don't know. I saw it was $2 at a yard sale. And I said, well, I need that. So I got it. That was it from the yard sale. Then, and I think it was after I went to Rockville, but that's okay. Let me do, my nose. What I got at Rockville first. Rockville's a town near where I was in the same county. Park County is where I was at. And they have 31, I think, covered bridges in that county. And they have all kinds of festivals. I think there's 7 or 8. So Rockville and Bridgeton. Bridgeton was giant. But this is from the Boozy Babes. And if you have your phone, you can go to that QR code and order these if you want. These are cocktails. This is a 4 ounce. They had 4 ounce and 8 ounce, and you just have to add the booze. So this one is a hot toddy, and this one is an old fashioned. And when I gift them, I'm gonna get small 4 ounce little bottles or 2 ounce little nips of the alcohol that you add to this. And there is dried fruit in this one, a sugar cube. This one has, it looks like cinnamon, a dried orange, a sugar cube, and oh, there's a honey stick. So you take the honey stick out and put the honey in. So they have everything to make one cocktail. And I thought these would be super cute, like stocking stuffers. And I'll gift them with everything they need. And when you go to that QR code, it also gives you the recipe, so you'll know exactly what you need to do. I got a map of Rockville, Indiana. And everywhere I was at was just right around this little town square. But there were sales and little pop-up shops everywhere, all over the place. Covered Bridge map. This is a map, and I grabbed it. It's all of the covered bridges. Now, I only saw 2. I saw Bridgeton, red covered bridge in Bridgeton. I saw that. And then I saw one, well, it was called Neat Covered Bridge. Oh, red covered bridge route. I saw Bridgeton covered bridge and Neat covered bridge. Those are the 2 I saw. And they're on the red route. I mean, they all look the same. They're bridges, but it was fun. So I did that. Oh, and I was at a little shop and I got this sweetest little quilted ornament. I mean, it's just made out of old quilt fabric. And then I purchased this. It says, I'm not needy, I'm wanty. I just thought it was super cute, and it's just a little pouch. That's for me. And the ornament is for me, and I'll make a little hang tag for it that'll say like Rockville, Indiana in 2025. And then I got, oh, I know what these are. These are from Miss Wood Creations. Oh. Well, and she and her husband do laser cut jewelry. OMG. First of all, I got these little pencils, and they're wood. So they cut them and then paint them. Little pencils. And then for me, I got, look at these tiny little Grinches. I love them. So those are for me. These are not. And that was everything I got in Rockville at their festival. And I wasn't sure what I was going to find and what all the things, so I just kind of, you know. And it's a festival. Things are a little more expensive. I believe these were $8 a pair for the little earrings. But I'm sorry. These are Grinches. She had bigger ones too, but I just like the little ones. Okay. Then I went to Rockville and met up with my friend Lori, who's my neighbor. And I'm going to show you the most exciting things. I mean, they're all exciting, so I guess they're all good. But I found one of these spoons, and this is made out of bamboo. Now, if you are on the TikTok and you ever run across Glow, her name is Gloria, and she makes all the coffee drinks. She had one of these, and I was like, I need that. So this is a tablespoon measure, and that's a teaspoon measure. Coffee and tea. And it's made out of like a rainbow wood. And it's not going to dye or anything. Like the colors aren't coming out. It's in the wood. Isn't that neat? This was, I think, $10, which I didn't think was terrible. Then I went to this shop, and it's all just vendors, called the Shabby Chic Farmhouse is the name of her business. And she makes kits out of laser cut wood, right? So this one will make this signs, all three of these signs. Or this one, these, and those three or four. Four maybe? I don't know. I'll show you when they're done. But this kit does all of those. This kit was $20. Now this kit came with, crazy, I'm telling you. And you got to pick your own, but it came, oh, I bought that somewhere else. It came with 3 of these paints. So she filled these with acrylic paint and then sealed them. You could pick whatever colors you wanted. I grabbed 6 because I got 2 kits. So you got 3 paints with each kit and paint brushes and super glue to put your whole kit together. I'm like, what? Yeah, crazy. So this kit was $20, but you got 3 colors of paint, any 3 colors you wanted, the paintbrush and the glue and the kit. So I got 2 kits, that one, and then I got this kit here, and this is a shelf, and all of those are gonna sit on this little shelf. And I'll build this and show you, but I gotta paint it all first, and then you put it together. And I'm assuming if I go to this QR code, I'll get some direction, I hope. So all of this, and this one was 15, no, this one was 20 as well. Yeah, these were both $20 kits. I know, but I mean, you got everything you needed to take it home. And this is her business. It's called the Shabby Chic Farmhouse. And she sent me a little, so I'm gonna work on these this week. Some kits. And then I picked up at another vendor, when I switch out from fall, I got this little wooden cardinal. I don't think these are handmade. Let me see. It was $2.99. Yeah, these are not handmade. These are from a company. They bought them. You know, they buy in bulk and sell them. But this was $2.99 for the shelf. And then I got this for the shelf. And it was $2.49. I just thought it was cute. I'll make my own signs as well, but I'm sorry. You know I had to have that, right? And this can hang off of these are to go in the winter. This is Primitives by Kathy. But this can hang off of that shelf that I got for the fall stuff. These can all sit on there for winter, for Christmas, when I switch out, once I make it. So I thought those were cute. I got those from one person. Then I went, so depending on where you're at in Bridgeton, which is the town, my friend's booth was kind of in the center, and it was like blocks. I walked 3 miles, just to tell you, and it took me like 5 hours. And there were just vendors everywhere. But going one direction towards the old schoolhouse was more like antique dealers and stuff. They kind of grouped people together, and down there was a lot of and they were Amish folk too. And I am ordering some Christmas cards this year that don't have print inside, and so I got a rubber stamp. And it was $1, and it says, the holly's up, the house is all bright, the tree is ready, the candles delight. Oh, no, lies. The candles alight. Rejoice and be glad, all children tonight, by P. Kornstein. This is from 2006. The stamp. It says 1 of 2, but they were just $1 a piece. So I grabbed one. And then I got at another, ooh, this is from 1992. Somebody painted it. I don't know who he was or she. I'm dying. It's a little wooden egg, but it's a Santa. And then this says Merry Christmas and a little snowman with a tree. These were $2 a piece. They were painted by the same person. I don't know who this person was, but some kind of an artiste. Super cute little Santa. I wanted you to see the Santa, the detail. Oh, I don't know if I can. Like, how sweet is that? And they're just little shelf sitters. I know, adorable. And she even gave me a little box to put them in that we decided they'll fit in. So I got those to decorate for Christmas. There was a lot of tea vendors, and I was looking for some tea. I have some other tea, but I got this from KT Avenue. Red Oasis and Breathe Easy. These are loose leaf. They're all loose leaf. So these were 2 for $5, which I thought was kind of expensive, but it's fine. This is loose leaf tea in 1 serving. And I'll tell you why I think it was expensive, but I wanted to support other vendors. So these 2, I wanted the Breathe Easy, and then the Red Oasis I thought sounded interesting. So I got these. And then I went to this lady, and she has a Facebook group that I'm going to join because I can order from her online. Teapot and Treasure. And she gives you this. It has how to brew tea if you don't know how to do it, or how to brew her tea. And then her little story, which I'll read that. And so I got from her, so this was $13. And I mean, there has to be, I don't even know how many 2 teaspoon servings in here. So that's what I'm saying, like $2.50 for 1, 13, and you get a there's gotta be 30 servings in here, if not more. So this one is chamomile bedtime chai, and she dries all of her own leaves and herbs and pesticide free, which is nice. So I grabbed that one to try. And then I picked up the Flu Buster because we're getting into cold and flu season. I couldn't read these ingredients right now if you wanted me to, so sorry. But they're medicinal. And then I got to pick a free sample, and I chose Cozy Red Cinnamon Chocolate. She said this is really good for aches and pains and things. So we're going to try brewing us some of this. She says she has this every night before bed. It is also caffeine free. Oh, you can do multiple infusions. I'm going to have to read up on these teas. But, so I got Teapot and Treasure. And it was such a magical little building that she was in. I walked in and she was in a back room and it was some old house. And it was almost like going back in time, or like at Harry Potter, going back in to find, you know, your wand. I know. Okay. Then I got, so I'm doing... a little story. I'm doing cross-stitching retreat just the first weekend in December. The Jingle Ball. Anybody can sign up. It's $15 for a ticket, and you can go into different rooms, like virtual rooms, and you, like, I'll have my laptop with my video camera on, and I'll be stitching away and talking to people. And one of the classes I wanted to take was this one designer, makes a cross stitch ornament, and you put it in a jar like this with some fake snow and a ribbon, and it looks like a snow globe. So I wanted to do a blue glass jar, and I was going to put a snowman in here to make it look like nighttime. So for $3 I got this vintage, I might even be antique, I don't know, blue glass ball jar, and then these old-fashioned zinc lids maybe. It's definitely not something I am, and there's like glass in there. Definitely not something I'm using for real canning. This is for decorative purposes only. But you turn it backwards like this, and you stand, I'll clean it. You stand up, your cross stitch, put your fake snow, put a ribbon, and you sit it out. So I got one jar for that, but I also found a box of these. So I grabbed 3 more of the lids, because if I decide that I don't like it in blue, I can just get plain white canning jars or clear. And I will have I wanted the vintage lids because I think they're pretty. And these were $2 a piece, which I thought was a fantastic deal until I found this, and it was $3 for both, but whatever. It was the only one I saw. The other place had the jars for $5 and the lids for $2. This place had a set for $3. You know, it's like anything. You just shop around. Okay, what else did I get? And I had all the fantastic coffee. There were so many coffee vendors making lattes and iced drinks and bougie coffee. I, however, will never understand why you would set up an entire coffee setup. This one place, Nana's, had, I don't know, 8 to 10 different flavored coffees and all the sweeteners, and then coffee mate creamer instead of half and half. I will never understand that concept, but I bought one. She let me have milk because I don't like coffee mate. And then I got coffee at 3 different places, and they were so good. Okay, then I went to a vendor. I don't know if I know the name of this place. They were doing maple syrup stuff, and I got these 2 sweet little things of maple syrup, and they're filthy. I'm going to tell you, this place is dusty, and everything is covered in a layer of dust. So I have to kind of clean everything up. But this is for a Christmas gift. These were like $1.76, and you'll see why I got them, because I'm certainly not going to drink it. But I got for a gift for somebody a bag of Door County coffee. So this is from Door County, somewhere in Indiana. But I got Door County maple, and then I'm going to give him some maple syrup to go with it. Sorry, my nose. And they can add that to their coffee for a sweetener. I just thought that was cute. So I got that. And then I got somebody else Christmas, Door County Christmas, and they're medium roast. They were $8.50, which isn't bad, but you're only getting an 8-ounce bag of coffee. Tariffs, inflation, it is what it is. Everything is going up in price, especially coffee, because the cost of beans is going up. So if you're not aware, in the United States, we don't grow coffee beans. Hawaii can grow coffee beans, but they cannot grow enough to sustain the country. They grow barely enough for Hawaii. So we import our coffee beans, and with the tariffs, the price of coffee is going up, which I'm sure we're all feeling. I will say, I'm trying to find out, oh, this is from Wisconsin, actually. I will say that the coffee I got back from Hawaii from somebody was a 6-ounce bag, and it was $20. So I thought this was a decent price. They'll appreciate it. It's a gift. So I have those two for gifting. I do have to dust them. And depending on where the people were at the festival, determined how much dust was there. What did I do with what I think I did? Okay. And then to also go with the coffee gift, I picked up, this one is mine. But these are handmade little crocheted like crocheted rugs. They made little coasters. So I got this one for me, but for the gifts, I got these. And they're just a handmade, they look just like a rug, but it's a coaster to go with the coffee gift. So I thought these were cute, and they were only $1.69, which I thought was a steal. They're handmade. So I got those to go with that gift. This one, like I said, is for me. All right. Then I went to a shop, the sweetest little shop. Oh, wait. Here. We've all been to festivals and stuff and saw the dip people. I have somebody that really likes the dip. So I got myself a $1 Million bacon dip. And with these, you mix them with sour cream and mayonnaise. And then I got this person a veggie and a cheesy spinach ranch. So these are stocking-y, stuffery type things. Little gift add-ons, if you will. Okay, then I went to, it's called The Sisters. And they made bath and body type products. And they had the sweetest little shop. Their shop was a trailer that they transformed into their shop. So you walk up into the trailer and there's like not a U-Haul, but a trailer you pull, like a horse trailer. But it was all clean. And there were shelves everywhere, and then you walk out. So I got for myself, for my car for Christmas, a balsam and cedar air freshener. Because why wouldn't I? Car Freshie made with plastic aroma beads, fragrance, and mica, acrylic paint used to paint. And it says hang freshener immediately once taken out of the packaging. Do not place Freshie on dash or any surface the scent color may stain. So it just you hang it up in your car or wherever you want it to smell. Car freshener for me. And then for me and for a gift, I got these little goat milk lotions. So this one is black raspberry vanilla. I got that one for me because it smells so good. And if you've never used goat's milk moisturizer, it's amazing. It's very moisturizing. And then for the gifting, I got black coconut, which I think she said was a play on a Yankee Candle scent. It smells really good. So this will be given to somebody for Christmas. And there is 4 ounces in here. So I grabbed that. And then also for myself, I picked up a lotion bar. I love a lotion bar for many reasons. And this one is oat milk and honey. So what you do with a lotion bar is there is oils, beeswax, that's why there's a bee on it. There's beeswax in it. There is like all kinds of oils and things. Ooh, this is a big one. So it's a solid. You rub it, and as you're rubbing it, the oils and the wax melt, and it just soaks right into your skin. That is great on your feet, on your legs. I order these a lot for my crafting friends as gifts because once it's absorbed, it doesn't make my cross stitching it doesn't make them oily from hand moisturizer, and your hands get real dry in the winter time. Oh, it's just amazing. The other reason that I absolutely love these, and this one will be saved for my trip, this is a big enough one to use on my body and my hands, but I can travel with this on the airplane. It's a solid. Nobody cares. Look on Etsy if you don't want to order from these folks, which is called The Sisters. I don't even know if they have an online presence, to be honest with you. I'm not sure, but I order mine typically off of Etsy. I've only had one experience ordering them that I didn't care for the blend. It was too greasy. Not enough beeswax. You need the beeswax to make the bar solid. And the one I purchased, so what I do is, because one of the ladies that I ordered from, she stopped selling them, so I had to find a new source. So I ordered a couple from some places and found the one that I really liked, because the one that I didn't like, I would not want to gift because I didn't care for their recipe. That's all. It's all personal preference. But I like a firmer bar, and then you rub it, and the heat of your hands, you know, gets everything moving. But then once, you know, you put it back in its little container, it's a solid. I have them literally all over the place because I love them. All right, that is everything I got at the Park County Cover Bridge Festivals in the year 2025. All right, guys, I hope you enjoy and you have a fantastic night. Bye.